Story time. All right. I didn't get kidnapped, but I was almost kidnapped. Just follow along. Okay, so let's set the stage. I just got off the bus on White Plains Road, and I was walking to the garage. Now it is late November, and it's about 5:30 in the afternoon. So think about it, guys. In November, New York City, it's cold and it's dark. So that's the stage. Let's keep going. Now, if you're familiar with the Bronx and White Plains Road, you know these are some really long blocks, like some really long blocks. So I get to the corner and I notice that there is a white Ford Explorer next to me. You know, he's just waiting at the light. For some reason, I noticed this car, and the tints were very, very dark. So I kind of like looked out the side of my eye, but waiting on the light to cross, I'm minding my business. Typical New Yorker. I had my headphones in, but for some reason I wasn't playing music. So that was good. So it's about 3 blocks to get to the garage, walking straight down White Plains Road. Now, my mother does live in the area. This is why the car is parked in the garage over there, just in case you were wondering. So I cross the street and I begin to notice that this white Ford Explorer is slowly driving next to me. Like if there were no cars parked, they would have just been driving next to me. So keep walking, but I'm paying attention. So now the passenger side window rolls down. And through my peripheral, because I really don't want to look at them, I see that he only rolls it down about this much. He has on shades and a hat. And all I can see is a little bit of brown skin. But other than that, I can't see anything else. So I'm like, okay, this is beyond weird. What is going on? So he continues, hey, sweetheart. And yet again, I'm not saying anything. I'm not looking, nothing. So we're like the middle of the block now. They're still driving slowly alongside me. Still, hey, sweetheart. Hey, beautiful. Really trying to get my attention. Not one time do I look at them. Something in my head is just like, don't look, Nikki. Do not look. Stay focused. Keep walking. So I continue to walk. I get to the corner now. And they're calling me, literally calling me from the car now. So they end up rolling the window up. And now I'm assuming, okay, fine. This is it. They got tired of chasing me down this block. They're going to go about their business, right? Nope. Wrong. So I cross the street. Guess who's right next to me? The same car. So I'm like, what is going on now? But this time, like I said, he rolled the window up. This time, the back passenger window opens down. What? So now the gentleman, he rolls it all the way down. And he's just calling, hey, chocolate. Where you going, chocolate, you know you hear me? Chocolate. I mean, literally out the window, his head and everything. I never turn around still, through my peripheral. And I mean, I can't lie. At this point, I'm like the New Yorker in me. I'm just like, are you serious? Like, y'all serious? So both of y'all trying to talk to me? Like, what type of girl do you think I am? First of all, do you even look at yourself, homie? He was a Caucasian man, and he looked dirty. He looked very dirty, hair dirty. He just looked dirty and scruffy. So I'm like, what do y'all think I'm going to do? I'm going to talk to you guys? Like, I mean, I'm not the most beautiful woman in the world, but goddamn, I have standards. So now they drive up a little bit ahead of me, and he gets out. The back passenger dude, he gets out. So I get to see him in full view. So I'm looking as I'm walking straight, and I'm looking at him now without having to turn or anything. And he's just standing there, like slowly walking into where I'm walking. Because I'm walking straight, so he's walking into my path. And as I get a little closer, he's like, yeah, chocolate. Hey, chocolate, what's up? So now these are my thoughts as I'm walking towards him. What the heck is going on? Is this man serious? Like, nah, this is a joke. This cannot be serious, because why would someone like him be trying to talk to someone like me so hard? And then not only that, your friend in the front was trying to talk to me. So now my mind is like, wait a minute, Nikki. I think you're thinking a little bit too hard into this. They want something more from you than you. So I think you need to speed up. So as I get closer to him, I don't know, it just, I'm big on energy, I'm big on auras, I'm big on all of that. So something just said, girl, walk as fast as you can. If you need to, run. And I'm literally on White Plains Road, 5:30 in the afternoon. People are walking. Well, at this point, no one's walking on this block, and it's a dark block. And it's like by some apartment buildings, but a dark block. It's like no lights. And baby, when I heard that or felt that, whatever it was, I literally sped past him. But as I'm walking past him, he goes, "Hey, Chocolate, I know you hear me." And I said, "Not today," and just kept walking. But I like made a round. I went around him. For some reason, I felt like I couldn't get next to him. I felt like if I would have got next to him, something would have happened. Maybe he would have grabbed me or anything. So I walked like literally around him. So as I get past him, now my mind is really racing. I'm like, okay, what the heck is going on right now? Like none of this feels right at all. So mind you, I'm in the middle of the block. They're still walking. I mean, they're still driving next to me as I'm walking. So something just says, do not keep walking straight. You have to turn. So when you make the right at the corner, there are two corners there. Going straight, then there's a corner here. But both of the blocks are opposite. So one is coming this way, the other one is coming that way, so they can lead into the one way. Now, this is my mother's neighborhood, so I know where I'm going. So I said, you know what? I'm going to shoot up the block, and I'm going to walk up the one way so they can't follow me. You know, like now I'm testing them. Like, let's see exactly what you are trying to do. Because I'm really questioning the whole situation in my head. Like, what is going on? It is 5:30 in the afternoon in New York City. Like, what is going on? So as I get to the corner, I have to wait for the light to change. So they're at the corner also. So now I'm like, okay, Nikki, make your move now. So I literally see one or two cars coming, and I cross the street immediately. Dodge through traffic. So I make the right, and I'm walking on the opposite side of the street now. So I can see now that they're still there, but they put their blinker on. So I'm like, oh, this is really weird. So I make the left onto the block so I can continue walking towards the garage just within the block, like I said. And they literally turned the corner. Once that light changed, they turned the corner. And as I'm walking, somebody yells out, "It's all right, Chocolate. We'll see you again." I freaked out. Like, I freaked out walking. I was like, what the fuck? God, Jesus, Hail Marys. Like, wait a minute. This, oh my, yeah, I freaked out. Now, see, my reasoning for leaving them that way is because the garage is a dead-end area. I mean, there's things there. There's stores. There's like a fish market on the corner. There's a cab service. But inside the garage, there's no security. The attendants that are there pay no attention to no one coming in and out. Because, I mean, honestly, they're assuming you're here to get your car. But you can walk in. So if I would have let them there, they could have just walked in behind me. And they couldn't drive in, but they could have walked in behind me. So, see, that was like, gotta be quick on your feet. You gotta be quick on your feet. If I didn't do that, I would have put myself in a very bad situation. Because like I said, as they're driving away, someone is saying, "We'll see you again. We'll get you. Don't worry." Literally. I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it. I was just amazed. Like, what the heck is going on? That's what I kept asking myself as I'm walking. So I make it to the car, and I get in the car. And, you know, I sat there for a while, letting the car heat up, lock the doors. But that's always the first thing I do when I get in. I don't even turn the car on. I lock my doors. So I'm really thinking the whole thing over, like from getting off the bus to now, to where I'm at now in the car. And as I'm thinking it all over, I'm like, girl, was you about to be abducted? Was somebody trying to take you? So I was actually en route to my best friend. We were going to like a Friendsgiving or something. And when I got to her, I said, girl, let me tell you this story. So I tell her the story. And she looks at me like, girl, you was almost kidnapped. I'm like, you think so? She like, yes, girl, you was almost kidnapped. She was like, none of that sounds weird to you? And I'm like, it does. But, you know, in the moment, the New Yorker in me wasn't even thinking like that. I was on my, get out of here. You know, so as we're driving, we talk about it still. And we were like driving to Long Island. So we had a night to drive ahead of us. And we talked about it. And it really kind of sinked in like something almost happened to me. So now I'm like, okay, whoo, what am I going to do? Because I was really worried. Like, and I mean, it's really nothing I could do, but it was like, I was really, really worried after that. Like, what the hell? Really? I almost got kidnapped. So we go to the Friendsgiving, we have a good time, and I drop her off. Did I take the car back that night? Yes, I took the car back to the garage, called my Uber, and I still was a little shell-shocked by it. So I get home, I tell my daughter about it, and my daughter's like, Ma, like, that sounds very serious. And I'm like, it seems like it was. Like, I wasn't taking it as seriously at that moment. Like, I didn't get no license plate number, nothing that I should have done, because I wasn't taking it seriously. I didn't even tell my mom's this story. Just my best friend, my daughter, and maybe one other person knows. And honestly, I can't remember who the other person is, so I might not have told no other person. But I really have been shaken up since then. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Like, I really think I have PTSD from this. Like, I see white Ford Explorers and I'm very skeptical of them. I notice my surroundings even more now. I drive a lot now compared to taking transportation. I feel protected more. You know, I feel like I'm in the car. As long as I can get to the car, I'm safe. But that's not the way to live. Like, it really is not. And I never realized how traumatic something like that can be. When you hear people get kidnapped, when you hear things like that, you think, yeah, it's traumatic. But even an attempt, like, I really have been, like, nervous. For a long time, I was just very nervous and scared. And I don't even know really why. When I really think about it, I was just very nervous and scared. But then I began to pay more attention and see more stories. And was it Tisha Campbell? Jennifer Martin, she told her story. But, you know, she was out of state. She was somewhere. But then I seen the young girl from Brooklyn who got in the lift. And something happened with her. So that really made me start thinking, like, maybe I do need to tell my story. Maybe I do need to shine some light on this. This happened in a well-known area, Parkchester, White Plains Road, well-known place. It was in the daytime. People were moving around. So it's just like, maybe I need to put some awareness on this. Maybe I need to tell my story. Because I have been healing. Thank God. I've been working through it. Because it's very mental. I just hope me telling this story helps someone. I hope it's just not entertaining. Because don't get me wrong, you know, I'm very animated. But honestly, this is something that still bothers me. Not as much. And like I said, it happened like late November. It was like literally after Thanksgiving. It was after the Thanksgiving. So from then until now, and we are in February, I still am a little shaky. But, you know, I'm a big girl. Just safety first. Just pay more attention now to my surroundings. Even though I thought I was before, but now I'm paying super duper attention now. But I just hope this is something that makes everyone aware. You have to pay attention to your surroundings. I don't think any of this is a joke. People are taking people left and right. And I don't care where you're at. It's happening. Be safe. And just pay attention to your surroundings. I can't stress that but so much.